good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, my juice little lats. Thank you, little lats, you're delicious and bright. Yes, my little lovelies, now then, I'm not giving out any information. This is going to be a little video on to do with our lovely little Liam Payne, who was in One Direction, the group, which I'm pretty sure that for everybody around the world would already know this. So I'm sure that they do. And just to let you know, the sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray. Yeah, it is a bit of blue sky. We've got some, you know, like swirls of white, okay, and it's a little bit fresh out there, okay, so it certainly is coat weather, okay, my delicious babies. Of course, it may differ in other parts, you know, of our old England, okay, and I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're having a super duper delicious morning, afternoon or evening, and the weather is super duper and delicious for yourselves, okay, my delicious babies. Now then, so yeah, I just want to mention this now. So may our lovely little Liam Payne, God bless him, if this is what has happened, may he rest in peace. May you rest in peace, little baby, God bless him. 31 is no age. I've only heard about this, okay, apparently is on other social media, but me personally, I never heard about this until the early hours of this morning. You know, this is the 17th of October 2024, but apparently it's been going round the very sad news for a couple of days now. Well, we have to look at a few things really. So even though I said I'm not giving out any information, okay, there's just 2 little videos that I want you to look at of our lovely little Liam, okay. I remember actually some weeks back where I was mentioning our little Liam Payne out of One Direction, and I do believe anyway he'd taken, okay, something, okay, my delicious little babies, and well, he was not really looking in a very good way, if you know what I mean, my delicious little babies. But I remember when he very first auditioned, you know, to become a singer, and he was very shy, very shy, even then. Do you see what I mean? Okay. But of course, as we very well know, you know, to be like a super duper famous man or woman now, usually it does not come without there we are, let's just say, things now that one has to do. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, if you're following me. So yeah, so this is extremely sad. Now the 2 videos that I'd like you to look at, please, and thank you, my little beautiful. So like I said, I'm not giving out information as in, do you know what I mean, what I'd normally do, okay? It's just that there we are. I want to say this because, I mean, God bless, you know, not in that way, not in that way. God bless his beautiful, dear little soul. Do you know what I mean? I mean, he's 20 years younger than myself, you know, and he's older than my eldest baby daughters. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, okay. And it's just so sad listening to this. But so I'll talk again in a moment. But I just want to give you these couple of videos to please take a look at. So the first one, this uploader happens to have 162,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies. This is on old YouTube, so please and thank you, if you could please and thank you type in page space 6 as in the writing 6, so page space 6, okay. Now then, the video should read Liam Payne's Snapchat videos posted hours before his, well, it says death. We do not like that word. We seem to hear rather a lot of it lately, but I prefer to say passing. But before his death. So I'll just repeat that again for you, shall I? Liam Payne's Snapchat videos posted hours before his death, okay? Then the second one, okay, there's a reason why I'm saying all this, my delicious little babies. Please and thank you. YouTube again, my delicious little babies. If you could please and thank you type in. This is for anybody who happens to have some form of an interest, okay? Digital Space Media. That's the uploader. Digital Space Media in old YouTube in the space bar. This uploader happens to have 108,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies. Now, I can honestly say this will be one-offs. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Now then, this video should read Liam Payne last snap videos hours before, and again, I prefer to say passing, but death. Okay, my delicious little babies, so I'm just going to repeat that again. Liam Payne last snap videos hours before his death. Now, I want to just discuss this. So if we look at, let me just take a look at the first video that I mentioned. So, and by the way, both of these videos are about, there we are, 5 minutes long. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, if we look at the first one, it's very interesting what he says. You see, this is why, you know, I've looked at other videos, okay, and these are the two that I really wanted ones. My hair's all over the place at the moment, my delicious little babies. Maybe there we are, ones need to keep a handle on things now. Do you see what I mean? Well, here's what I've got to say. After looking at other videos, okay, I've come up with these two. And the reason why I've come up with these two, my delicious little babies, is because it's the first video that I mentioned, there we are, was extremely telling. There's so much, there we are, information in both of these videos. There we are, what our lovely little Liam Payne, God bless him, was done saying. There we are. Do you see what I mean? Okay. And it's just interesting the things that he said. My delicious little babies, do you say? Okay, very, there we are. Interesting indeed. Okay. Now, what I'm going to say to you is something else that he said on that first video. He was looking at a painting, because he was talking about paintings, that sometimes he likes to do painting. But he said that he liked a particular painting, okay? And it's the way that he worded what he said. Then he went on to look at, and that was to do with a man with a hat. Then he looked at another painting, and it was a tree. And it sort of looked like, you know, for it to sort of look like a reflection, if you know what I mean. Yes, okay. And he said, yeah. And then it's something that he said, like, shot from behind. Just very strange, these two videos. I mean, it's not strange to myself. There we are, because I know what I'm looking for. There we are. Do you see what I mean, okay, in the videos? But very interesting indeed. Now, apparently, he was supposed to have fallen from the third floor? My delicious little babies. Well, this is only my view. I'm a woman with a view. I shall have my effing view. And I do not believe that somebody just falls from third, fourth, fifth floor. My delicious little babies. Not usually. Do you understand what I mean? Okay. I'm not saying that it's never happened, like at the top of one of the main ones, isn't it? Is bridges and car parks. That's where it usually happens, my delicious little babies. But you know, if somebody very sadly decides that for whatever reason, God bless them, they no longer want to be here, okay? But there's just too much in it, plus the fact that he seemed very, especially in the first video that I said, he seemed remarkably calm, if you know what I'm saying to you. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? It's really telling what he said in these two videos, my delicious little babies, okay? So, the third floor, and that he fell off the veranda balcony, okay? Where, you know, something along those lines. Now, it was also mentioned, and I see it's going around like wildfire, where, you know, they're showing the hotel room, you know, his room, that, you know, and you're seeing drugs everywhere. Okay, my delicious little babies. And it seems to be doing, there we are, the rounds, okay? But in reality, there we are, what do we really know about this, my delicious little babies, do you say? In the first video, he was talking about, you know, that because his girlfriend, you know, was, she was going back home, and then he said, oh, he's, you know, will be going back home, you know what I mean? So everything appeared, you know, our definition of normal, rather normal. Do you see what I mean? But even when you look at him, even from the beginning, when everybody first saw him, he was very, there we are, quiet then, okay? So if we look at, okay, the word Argentina, so the word Argentina comes to 89 in numerical, that equals 17. My delicious little babies, okay? Because you only have to add the two numbers together, okay? If we look at Liam's age, he was 31. So, as he's 31, that would then come to 4, because you add the two together. Now, I mean, and God bless him, you know, his dear little son, God bless, he's 7 years old, I do believe. And God bless his dear ex-girlfriend Cheryl, and God bless his dear family, God bless everybody involved, do you see what I mean, okay? But if you look at 4 and 7, well, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 comes to 11. Now, I thought that he'd passed on the 16th, do you know what I mean? So if you add those numbers up, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 comes to 7. But as this has been going around the videos, well, it can only mean then that he's passed away on the 15th. Do you know what I mean? Well, I'm just not too sure. But even if you look at the 15th, so you've got 1 and 5 plus 1, which is the 10th month. Okay, so 1 and 5 is 6, plus 1 is 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's the date, the full date, 15 to the 10th, 2024. That still comes to 6, doesn't it, my delicious little babies, do you say? Okay. So when I'm looking at it, I mean, you're probably wondering to yourself, you know, what's this crazy woman talking about? No. I'm looking at the dates. I'm looking at everything, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Okay. Just all very strange. I mean, if you look at, you know, our lovely, not in that way, our lovely Andy Gibb, you know, out the Bee Gees, he was, what was he? He was 30. Okay. And you have to look at the dates. Do you see what I mean? Okay. And then there was another little video. I never clicked on it, where they're showing, usually it's like a white tent, okay? Occasionally it's been a blue tent, but this was a red tent. And then if you actually look at the red tent, okay, and you look at all the little boxes, so you've got 3 white boxes, it looks, to me, because I look at things like sterns and everything, I can see faces in sterns, in trees, in walls, on the floor, in everything. Do you see what I mean? It's just that sort of, there we are, let's just say that ability that I have. Do you see? But then if you look how the seats are positioned, they're yellow and white. So you've got 1 seat that's positioned there, and you've got the other 3 that are positioned all together. Okay? So there's lots, there we are, in all of this, my delicious little babies. The question is, do I believe that if this is what has happened, do I believe that that he would have just fallen from where he'd fallen from? I would say no. Okay, my delicious little babies, I'm just not feeling it. And somebody else, God bless, you know, because I messaged them this morning, they messaged me back, and they too believe, there we are, there is something else going on here, there we are. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? If we go back, so let's rewind. And we go back, oh gosh, years ago now, and we look at One Direction. Well, if we look at Zayn, he was the first one to go. My delicious little babies. Not that I followed everything, okay, but you couldn't help it. You know what I mean? There was such a, there we are, a large group, okay. And sorry, I've just got to say this. If you look at our lovely Not In That Way, Not In That Way, our lovely Bob Marley, what was he, 36? If you look at our lovely Not In That Way, Not In That Way, our lovely Marvin Gaye, well, he was 36, wasn't he, as well? Do you see what I mean? So that comes to 9, doesn't it? That's completion. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Do you say? So, if you look at Zayn, he just wanted to come out of it all. He didn't feel comfortable. There was something, there we are, else going on at that time, my delicious little babies, do you see? And then if you look at, what's his name, Harry Styles. Well, I mean, he was showing very oddball, just the same, my delicious little babies, very oddball behaviour, wasn't he, my delicious little babies? That's what he was showing, oddball behaviour. You know, and dressing, you know, I mean, I've got nothing against how anybody wants, you know, they dress, live and let live, they dress as they want, you know. But he was dressing very, let's just say, feminine at one point, okay. Plus, it appeared that he was having a number of relationships. Well, that's entirely up to him, what he wanted to do. That's not my business. Do you know what I mean, okay? But, so there was something going on with Harry Styles as well at the time. Do you see what I mean? At that particular time. So we have to say, you know, there we are. What has really gone on here, my delicious little babies, do you say? But to myself, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it seems very strange as well. And we've got that other one in the news. What's his name? Diddy? And everything, my delicious little babies. It just seems all very... The way and the timing, you know, so sad to say that. There we are. The way that this is all, you know, come about. There we are. My delicious little babies, do you say? Okay? So all I'm really saying to you is, my delicious little babies, I mean, you know, please, it's a case of, you know, just maybe not taking on face value. That's just an old-fashioned saying, my delicious little babies. Maybe not just taking on, there we are, face value, what has taken place here, my delicious little babies, do you see? Because, of course, because it's going around like wildfire. Do you see what I mean? It's the same story. So if you go on the majority of different channels, I mean, I'm not really clicking. Do you understand what I mean? I only clicked on some. And they're usually all short. Well, everybody's saying, there we are, the same thing now. Do you see what I mean? Okay, my delicious little babies. But the question is, what do we, there we are, really know? Do you see what I mean? And then when you look at that red tent, you know, with the white boxes, which to myself look like her face, okay, my delicious little babies, like a kind of a robot-y face, you know what I mean, okay? And if you look at red and white, the colour red and white together means blood and bandages. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So some would see it as, there we are, stardom. But no, I was looking, there we are, at something else now. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, do you say? But very interesting to listen to. And then in the first video where, you know, a cap, a hat, you know, and it was on this massive table, you know. And Liam, God bless him, he said to his girlfriend, you know, is this your hat? Do you know what I mean? Okay. It reminds me of, you know, like the Full Monty. Do you ever remember that film, the Full Monty? You can leave your head on. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? I don't know why. It's just, you know, but he just seemed, there we are, extremely calm. Now, I also heard on another video where somebody had said that it was only a shorty video, my delicious little babies, to say that that he'd predicted, you know, said that when he was going to pass. I mean, I've known a couple of dear young gentlemen, not in that way, okay? and where they actually came up to me. I did a video very, very, very long time ago. Came out to little babies where I'd said, and God bless their beautiful dear little souls. I hope you're resting in peace, my little lovelies, okay? Both family gentlemen, God bless them. You know, there would have been, there we are, very sadly missed. And at different times, their birth said to me, I do believe, with a birth 36. There we are, both 36 at different times. Because it's when my little beautiful babies were younger. Do you see what I mean? Okay, in the old infants junior school days, do you say? And the birth said to me at different times. They said, I'm not going to live long, Carla. There we are. That's what they said to me. And I said, please do not say that. They said, no, we know we're not going to live long. And true, God bless them, true to form, neither of them did. Okay, the one, God bless him, well, birth actually, but the one had a stroke, God bless her, followed by, very sadly, a heart attack, and all in one go, very sadly. And the second one had a heart attack. Okay, marvelous little babies, but it's not very nice when, you know, somebody says that, you know, and you're trying to lift their vibration, lift their spirits, you know. But yeah, that birth had a conversation with me. There we are at different times, and the birth told me, yes, okay. And the strange thing was, the one, God bless his beautiful dear little soul, and like I say, with any of them, not in that way, not in that way. When I went to the school one day, and I was seeing, you know, my youngest beautiful little baby daughter, you know, so she, you know, I watched her go into the gates, you know what I mean, and I stood there, you know, like I always did, and the strangest thing was, on this particular day, and this is not long before, he was stood right next to me because he was watching his little daughter going into school. Do you see what I mean? And even though he was stood right next to me, it's like I couldn't see anything here. It's like it went blank. And then he went, good morning, Carla. Do you see what I mean? I said, I'm so sorry. I will not say their names. I said, I'm so sorry, you know, and I just give him a hug, as I would with his dear little wife, his dear little babies. Do you see what I mean? Always give them a hug, you know. And I said, I'm so sorry I never saw you, but it was the strangest thing, the strangest experience. One of those, I've had many different experiences, you know, but it's like he just wasn't there. The most strangest thing it was. And, you know, I apologised, you know. And he said, oh, it's all right. I said, no. I said, that's really strange. I said, there we are, what's just happened? Just completely blank, like there was nobody there. Do you say? And then not long after, I'd heard the very sad news, but because his beautiful dear little wife, God bless, had to be called out of work super duper quickly. Do you see what I mean? Yes. And then the second one, yes, because he's eldest son, God bless, you know, from a previous relationship, but, you know, they were father and son, you know, was in the same year as my eldest beautiful baby daughter, do you say? And, of course, he used to come, not the little Payne, God bless, but he used to come for meditation, because I used to teach many years ago meditation. So yeah, I used to have, you know, like 7 who used to come for meditation, and I used to do it free. Okay, and yes, and before meditation started, you know, before everybody else had arrived, that's when he told me. He said, I'm not going to live very long, Carla. He said, I'm going to pass away young. Yeah, and he did. Do you say? So, so maybe that part of little Liam maybe could be believable. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Or maybe he clearly, there we are, knew something that we did not, shall we say, my delicious little babies, do you say? Okay? But I just wanted to, God bless his beautiful dear little soul. God bless you, our beautiful dear little Liam. God bless you. May you rest in peace, my little beautiful. But, you know, his whole family is going to be very saddened, and there we are, and rocked by all of this. Now, delicious little babies, and I just wanted to do a little video just to, you know, just to mention little Liam Payne from One Direction, my delicious little babies, and to say thank you so very much to anybody who's listened to my video today, or who listens to any of my videos. But like I said yesterday, I will not be giving out the information. I'm going to be concentrating more on readings for the time being. I just feel I just need a little break from, from giving out information, okay? So I'm not doing it to, to be moody or mardy. No, it's just I just need a break from it. Do you understand what I mean? Because it drives you crackers after a while. But yeah, God bless little Liam, and there we are, and God bless his beautiful little family. But it just goes to show, now I'm going to close my book, just goes to show that the fame and fortune, there we are, is not everything, there we are, that it's cut out to be, is it, my delicious little babies, okay? Because really, you could be, have you ever heard of that saying, my delicious little babies? You could be in a room with 100, there we are, mankind, but you can still be a lonely man or a lonely woman. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? It's like, there's another saying, isn't there? You know, like if you see somebody who has lots of friends, and this could be man or woman now, and they have lots of friends and, associates, and acquaintances, it usually shows some form, there we are, of, so please, I'm just saying, it's just a saying, okay? It shows some form of, there we are, insecurity. So the less one has in friends-wise, okay, the more secure, there we are, man or woman is. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And some are quite happy to live their lives on their own. Do you see what I mean, okay? With nobody coming into their lives. Do you see what I mean? They're happy just to go shopping or do what they must be done doing now, or go to work, you know what I mean? And then just go back home again, do you say? But yes, it's certainly proved, hasn't it? See, I'm doing what my beautiful dear little nanny used to do with the thumbs, you know what I mean? How I love my beautiful little nanny and granddad, so I've already said good morning. Yes, so it goes to show that, we all need ka-ching to live. Yes, we do. But when you've got so much of it, do you know what I mean? It's like sometimes, I mean, you probably, there we are, run out of things to do. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so there could be many different, things going on here now. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And I'm just going to leave my video like that. So much love to you all, okay? And please God, for anybody who's going through something at the moment, okay? But, God bless them all as well. But I must just say, until, there we are, we know the full story, because I feel that we do not. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So until my next video, okay, when I do my readings, okay, have a beautiful time. May your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected. And sending each and every one of you peace, love, harmony and bright blessings. Because now it's around 10:30 in the morning, AM, in our old England, okay? So you just take care now. Thank you once again for listening. So much love. And if we could please, for anybody in the world, little Liam's family and everything, and also for anybody else, any other families in the world, can we please just all send our prayers, and please for any healers, please if you could send out healing to everybody, okay? Because like I said, there's always somebody, there we are, very sadly, who is suffering, there we are, somewhere else. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? You've heard of that old-fashioned saying. Again, another old-fashioned saying, there's always somebody worse, there we are, worse off. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? So you just take care now. God bless. Love ya. Goodbye.